From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Cascade Paint and Supply is Redding's oldest family-owned paint store, established in 1953. We are the largest Dunn Edwards dealer in the nation, and most of our products are made in the U.S. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to answer your questions and help you today.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Kruger, Weather NorCal. We're looking at a shot from our Redding sky cam here. You look off in the distance here, we're definitely seeing some of that smoke and haze out there, even in the eastern mountains. Now, a lot of the haze that we're seeing in the eastern mountains is a result of some of the fires coming in from Oregon. But off to the west, most of course, that smoke and haze is coming in from the fires in northwestern California. Here's the bottom line. Big temperature drop this week. I've been talking about it all week long. I've been talking about it since last week. It's still scheduled to be here by about Thursday. But we're also on Thursday talking about the potential for some mountain showers and thunderstorms, but mainly from Modoc County and the eastern mountains. But on top of that, with that same system, a little concerned about elevated winds. We'll talk about that in a little bit more detail in a second. And then cooler with possible rain by early next week. Also more detail on that. Get kind of interesting. So most of the smoke is off to the west, but what we're really seeing here for pretty much the mountains and the valley is some of that haze that we're going to be looking at here again this afternoon. We go into tomorrow morning, still some of the haze, as you can see here for the valley, for Siskiyou County, and the mountains to the east as well. Again, a lot of that smoke coming in from southern Oregon, working its way southward, creating some of that haze that we are seeing in the eastern mountains. And then as we go into Wednesday around noon, still seeing a lot of that haze out there, maybe a little bit of clearing for parts of Siskiyou County. Here's what it looks like hour by hour. Temperatures around 90 for the valley. It's actually going to be just a tad warmer than it was yesterday, but still dry. Showers and thunderstorms are in the forecast for Susanville, Bernie, even places like Chester, for example. But I think elsewhere, it'll be dry, including Siskiyou County. Now, we do have a cold front right here. This is important to take note because this could be just enough of a lifting mechanism for us to see some thunderstorms in parts of the eastern mountains. So there you can see, there is that cold front right here, the very tail end of it, just strong enough to maybe produce a few thunderstorms out towards southern and northern Plumas County, and then that cold front pushes to the south. We're still seeing some showers developed from that, and then it moves on out later on this evening and tonight. Now, it does look like it'll be dry through Wednesday, but by Thursday, we're seeing on the back side of an area of low pressure helping to produce maybe some activity in Modoc, Lassen counties. I do expect it to be dry for places like Siskiyou County. Now, as we go into Thursday, 5 p.m., most of the activities to the north. Some of that could come southward into Modoc County, especially Thursday night into Friday morning. Modoc and Lassen County seeing some of that activity, and then it dries out by Saturday. Okay, there's Friday night, Saturday looking dry. Now, we're beginning to see the long-range forecast models kind of disagreeing on the timing and not to mention the intensity of the rain coming in. But I want to give you a general idea. Sunday, I think most of the activity will be right here. This might be overdoing it a bit, but still, I'm kind of broad brushing the forecast with a chance for showers for everyone on Sunday. Monday, I think the main cold front will pass through. Heavier rainfall for the coast, not to mention for Trinity County. Now, as we typically see, this may break apart, but still bringing some rain for the valley on Monday, and not to mention eventually into the eastern mountains as well. Now we take into Tuesday, this particular model, for the most part, dries us out. But the European forecast model still keeping a chance for rain for everybody on Tuesday. So bottom line, what I'm expecting here is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Everyone seeing at least a chance for rain at least one of those days. And it's something that on either side of those, we could see it kind of coming in. Now I want to kind of shift gears, talk a bit more about the winds, because this area of low pressure right here, it's in very good agreement that this is the positioning of it. Now, of course, we talked about the rain. Now let's talk about the winds, because this is the perfect setup for some gusty winds, especially in the valley. So this is something we got to watch for on Thursday. That will then scoot on out of here by Friday. The winds die down, and that certainly is some very good news. So let's talk about those winds and take a closer look at them. We're going to take you into today and tomorrow, and really overall the winds won't be a factor. It's not until tomorrow afternoon, evening that the winds will begin to pick up, the green indicating 20 miles per hour or slightly higher. Now we're going to take you into your Thursday, and Thursday morning we're seeing 20, 30 mile an hour winds. You see the green, the lighter shades of green and yellow, That's upwards of 30-mile-an-hour winds here. So that's going to be, I think, the strongest winds is Thursday morning and even into the afternoon hours. However, by Thursday evening, the winds are beginning to die down. So that certainly is some good news. Let's take a look at the fire weather risk. Now, this takes into account the winds, which we just looked at. It takes into account the temperature, which, by the way, temperatures are dropping significantly starting Thursday. But it also takes a look at how much moisture is in the atmosphere. Okay, so taking all three of those into account, you can see today, no concern here. We don't have much of a fire weather risk out there right now. Now, as we go into your Wednesday, what we're seeing here in the afternoon, a little bit of yellow coming in there. That's kind of in that low to moderate range here. So not terribly concerned, but it is beginning to get a little bit more elevated. Now, as we go into Thursday, this is where I think we're going to see a bit of a bigger concern. By 3 p.m., especially down to the south here, you're seeing some oranges. So now we're getting kind of within that high category. So essentially what's happening is the winds will pick up Wednesday afternoon. The winds coming in from the north will help to dry things out, setting the stage for even drier conditions for your Thursday. And as a result, still with some gusty winds possibly on Thursday, that could elevate that fire danger. That's the reason why PG&E has put out the PSPS for many locations in the valley for Wednesday, and in particular everyone in the valley and the surrounding foothills as we take you into Thursday afternoon. So go to PG&E, check out those PSPS where you are if you're a PG&E customer, and you'll get a better idea as far as where some of those power outages may be, those shutoffs, if they decide to do that, depending on how bad things get. And then it looks like by Thursday evening, those winds should start to die down and the fire weather risk also decreases. Temperatures today, as mentioned, is slightly warmer. I think Bernie, Chester, Susanville, Quincy, all seeing that chance for some showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Otherwise, most of the mountains will be looking at those dry conditions. Looking at your 7-day outlook, there you can see, of course, Mount Shasta dry all the way through Saturday, starting at least the chance for showers on Sunday, and then Monday, better chances for that rain. Now, you'll notice for Alturas and Susanville, a chance for showers, thunderstorms on Thursday, lingering into Friday morning. Otherwise, it dries out Friday, Saturday, and then more activity coming in Sunday and into Monday. Here's your 7-day outlook for the valley. Dry all the way through Saturday, but a big drop in our temperatures, 90 degrees today, down to about 80 degrees for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even into the weekend. And even on Sunday for the valley, we'll be looking at that slight chance for showers that could continue to Monday and quite possibly Tuesday of next week.